play a factor. So we'll see, what happens tonight due to the, crowd noise and atmosphere.
Yeah, you talk about how this gym sits. For those who have never been here, I think majority of our listeners have been. The court literally sits down in this gym with wooden stands going up both sides, and in the main stands up another probably 12 feet roughly from the base of the floor. And so it's loud on that floor. We think it's loud up here. It's even louder down there for those kids. We're 1 minute and 58 seconds away from tip-off here in Fort Scott. Let's take 60 seconds on KLKC. Thank you, Terry. 39 seconds away as they're getting ready for starting lineups, so we'll review them with you. First, for the home team from Fort Scott, it is going to be number 3, Kyra Pryor, number 5, Ella Beth, number 20, Addie Williams, number 21, Addie Lyons, number 24, Harmony Shaw. So again, Pryor, Beth, Williams, Lyons, and Shaw. And for your Lady Grizzlies, it'll be number 10, Carson Stewart, number 23, Abby Ryan, number 33, Anna Dean, number 34, Sydney Stice, and number 42, Madison Brannon. So once again for Lady Grizzlies, it's Stewart, Ryan, Dean, Stice, and Brannon. Jack, got any final thoughts before we have tip-off here?
Well, I'm still waiting on that breakout game from Anna Dean. I haven't given up on it. But, she blew me away last year, blew a lot of people away last year as a freshman, did a great job, hit a game winner with a man in her face, falling backwards against Independence. So she's got experience in there of what that feels like, those pressured situations, and they might be in one here tonight. So I'm still waiting on that breakout 15-point game somewhere in there, give or take 3 or 4. But one of my favorite players on this team is Elsie Sorrell. I love watching her go to work down there. She does the things that go unnoticed. Like an offensive line in the NFL is so important, but they never make an ESPN headline. So, she's one of those players that, you just love. She does the dirty work for them.
Jack, I love your comparisons, man. I mean, I don't know. There's just some of them you say that really get me. But, yeah, I like what you say. I mean, Elsie Sorrell's the threat off the bench. Her and Shelby Meyer. I mean, you think the Grizzlies, we talk about no depth in the post. When Anna Dean or Sydney Stice isn't having the game they're looking for, Coach Snyder can immediately turn to 2 other girls coming off the bench who are going to dominate inside. And we saw that last week. I mean, we saw that Friday night even. I don't know what Elsie Sorrell ended up having. I know she had an impact on that game. She had 8 points. And so and it seemed like a quiet 8 points. I know she was a big factor. She did a lot more in that game to make a difference.
Yeah.
And so it'll be exciting to see what happens. Starting lineups have been announced. Coaches meet with their teams one final time. The Grizzlies are taking the floor as it will be number 33, Anna Dean, to tip off here for the Grizzlies. Let's pause for station identification here on KLKC. Nice crowd on hand here in Fort Scott for the first of 2 games here on the varsity level. First up, it'll be your Lady Grizzlies versus the Lady Tigers. Jumping for the Lady Tigers will be number 21, Addie Lyons, and number 33 for your Lady Grizzlies, Anna Dean. The tip is won and controlled by the Grizzlies as Ryan swings it to the right now to Carson Stewart in the corner. Fort Scott coming out in the home whites with red stripes down the sides, as they're going to be playing on the right side of the floor as we sit. Pass inside to Anna Dean. There it is, Jack, right out of the gate. Pass from Stewart inside to Dean. Dean lays it in. Grizzlies take a commanding 2-0 lead.
Yeah, she did a good job of using her body there and getting her defender in a bad spot on her high hip, and I mentioned that last week against Chanute.
We talk about Labette County being comfortable playing man-to-man. They just came out in a full-court press to start this game. Something that made a difference against Chanute.
For sure.
As they're falling it into a what looks to be a revolving 3-2 zone with the side guards covering the wings and Carson Stewart being the point of it. Ball moving from left to right as it is Pryor with the ball. She'll kick it up now to Williams. Now swinging it backside to Beth. Beth takes a dribble and kicks it now to the corner to Pryor. As Pryor has in the corner guarded by Dean. Swing it now back up to half court to Beth as Beth will look to set up the offense.
Yeah, she wanted to shoot it there whenever she caught it earlier, but ended up pump faking. She's going to put up a lot of shots.
Ball moving still left to right. Fort Scott being patient here against this zone of Labette County. They're continuing to stay in that far corner, Jack. They haven't really wanted to come out of there yet. As Beth has ball, now they'll come to the near corners. They'll look to go inside as it is Shaw with the ball. Skip pass over to Lions. Great defense possession right now for the Lady Grizzlies as Fort Scott just can't penetrate anywhere inside that three-point line.
That's right. They're just playing catch right now.
As Pryor still has ball, skip pass now over to Shaw. Shaw thought about the three. She'll kick it to the corner now back across to Beth. Now to Pryor in the corner.
And they
great
can't
defensive stand from Labette County.
She's got to finish it.
As there is no motion from this Fort Scott offense right now, and they're just standing there. Ball just continuing to move around the perimeter. It's not even a hard defensive possession yet for Labette County. A three in the corner from Beth. It is up. It is high. It's no good. Rebound backside by Brandon of the Grizzlies. Stewart brings the ball up, kicks it up the court now to Brandon, now to Dean in the corner as Brandon cuts. Ball swinging from left to right, now to Dean in the near corner. Dean back up top to Ryan. Ryan shuffling his feet. Didn't get called for the travel, though. Kicks it over to the top of the key. Now back to Ryan. Ryan will launch a three. It is good. Abby Ryan from downtown.
Yeah, and that was a nice shot there. She shoots a lot of threes, and that's not really her specialty. Her specialty's on the other end of the floor, so it's nice for her herself even to see shots fall.
And it's not a bad stroke either.
No, it's not.
As Fort Scott's being a little slow there getting the ball to the court, Jack, as I saw the officials really starting to emphasize you're getting close. As it is Beth with the ball at the top of the key. Labette County now into a 1-2-2 zone. So mixing up the zone looks a little bit here on Fort Scott. Pass stolen away by Stewart. She tries to chase it down. Loose ball on the deck, picked up by Brandon of the Grizzlies, and here they come across half court. Lob pass over the top to Ryan as Ryan will take it the rest of the way into the corner, and they'll reverse it. Dean at the top key dumps it into Stice. Stice goes up to score. It is good. Quick timeout here by Fort Scott. Lady Grizzlies up 7-0. Let's take 30 seconds on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
Halfway through this first quarter, it's all Lady Grizzlies 7-0 as Fort Scott called a quick 30-second timeout. Labette County comes out in a 1-2-2, about three-quarter court press.
Yeah, Fort Scott's giving them fits.
As Shaw has the ball trapped in the corner, stolen away by Brandon. Breakaway layup in pursuit is Beth, and Brandon lays it in, make it 9-0. Lady Grizzlies, 4:35 to go here in the first quarter.
Brandon, the fourth person on this Grizzly team to score tonight.
Ball being shared in all directions as Fort Scott's just continue to struggle against this press right now of Labette County. And it's not even really a tough press. It's just one of those that makes you take your time as they get traps in the corners. The ball now swing to this corner from Pryor for three, no good. Rebound off of Fort Scott. Lady Grizzlies basketball.
I was not going to say it, but I'm going to say it.
No.
They haven't done anything wrong yet.
You better find there's wood behind you to knock on. There you go.
All right, there I knocked on.
Grizzlies bring the ball to the floor as Dean will swing it to the backside to Brandon. She'll bring it across now. She'll kick to Stice in the corner as they'll kick it back up to Carson Stewart. Stewart looking inside. Now swings it cross court to Ryan. Ryan will look to drive. She'll put up a running floater, and a foul is called The near official says on the shot, and the foul will go on number 10, Maya Stewart, the senior, and Abby Ryan will head to the line for 2 shots. Ryan's first shot is up, and it is good. Jack, I'm going to jump on board with you here. I don't think we've missed a shot yet.
That's actually a really good point. I don't think we have either.
I really don't think we have. Second free throw from Ryan is up. It is good, Jack. I don't jinx him. Only you, man. Labette County right back into their 1-2-2 press as it is Pryor with the basketball. Carson Stewart pointing this press again in her first varsity start. Now they get the ball in the middle to Beth as she pulls it down, and Labette County will fall back into their 1-2-2 zone defense as Carson Stewart starts to press the ball a little bit up top. As Beth looks to drive, she'll go through. All Grizzlies are straight up. Shot was deflected. Then the ball came right back off of Beth's head.
Yeah, as she fell down.
She fell down. And Labette County ball leading 11-0.
Yeah, Beth got to the rack on command, though, made Brandon turn her shoulders, and Dean didn't really pick her up, got kind of lucky.
Brandon on the backside dumps into Sydney Stice. Shot goes up, no good. Fought for the rebound off of Anna Dean. It will be Lady Tigers basketball. 3:21 remaining here in the first quarter. 11-0. Labette County leads as now number 55, Elsie Sorrell, will check in replacing Sydney Stice. Ball inbounded to Williams as she'll kick it back now to Pryor. Now back to Williams as she's nearing half court. Skip pass across court. Long, dangerous pass to Lyons. Now back to the middle to Beth. And Labette County on command right back into the 1-2-2.
Yeah, Stewart's pressuring the ball very, very well, which is hard to do, especially against Ella Beth.
Ball swinging from left to right. Beth with the ball playing the top of the key, guarded by Brand. Now they'll swing it to Pryor in the corner. She'll launch a three and drains it. So Fort Scott on the board here, 11-3 towards the end of this first quarter now as Labette County brings it back the other way quickly. Sorrell with the ball in the corner, looks to find Dean and pass offline, stolen away by Fort Scott, and here come the Lady Tigers as it's Beth with the ball in the corner. She'll dribble it back up top to the top of the key, and now she'll back it out to the quarter court line. And now it's Stewart kicking the ball down to Lyons. Lyons will swing it back up top now to Beth. Beth guarded closely by Ryan as now Labette County has switched out of zone and they're into man-to-man defense. Near steal there by Stewart. She'll get called for the foul. She's trying to steal it away from Pryor. So first personal foul on Carson Stewart. Make that also the Grizzlies' first team foul as now number 12 for the Lady Grizzlies, Lauren Forbes, will check in replacing number 10, Carson Stewart.
Another clean game so far anyways, and I keep wanting to say last game against Chanute, we saw a very well officiated game.
Beth has the ball looking to drive. She'll back it out, and then she'll attack once again. Puts up the floater from 4 foot out. It connects as Fort Scott now trailing by 6. Lady Grizzlies need to get back in control on the offensive end.
Going to have to answer.
Brandon with the ball top key. Nobody guarding her.
Yep.
She'll step in and shoot the three. It is up. It is good. Madison Brandon from downtown. Labette County answers right back, up by 9.
There we go. Hopefully she's found her stride now.
Beth with the ball. Labette County back into the 1-2-2 out of their man set. Trap in the corner. Now they'll get it back to Beth at the top of the key, and she'll rotate it to the corner to Pryor. Now back out to Beth. Near steal by Ryan. She gave up on it.
Yeah.
And Pryor has the ball now back in the corner as they give it back up to Beth. Labette County still looks like to be into – they in a 1-2-2 still?
Yeah,
there it goes.
Looks like, yes.
Looks like almost like a matchup 1-2-2.
It does.
As Sorrell on the defensive side is called for the foul, as it is Addie Williams putting up the shot as Sorrell got a little bit of body into Williams, as Williams will head to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, and I think there Ryan on that steal could have had 2 points going the other way. I think she thought she fouled her, and there was going to be a whistle and kind of stopped moving.
Williams' first free throw is up. It's no good. Checking back into the ball game now for the Lady Grizzlies be number 10, Carson Stewart, and number 43, Shelby Meyer. Checking out will be Ryan and Dean. So on the floor for the Lady Grizzlies, it's Brandon, Stewart, Forbes, Meyer, and Sorrell. Second free throw from Williams is up, and it rolls over the top of the backboard after it hits the rim, out of bounds off of Fort Scott. And now checking in for the Lady Tigers will be number 11, Addie Altick, as she will replace number 20, Addie Williams. Brandon inbound the ball as it's Stewart now. Fort Scott picks up a little full court man-to-man. And there is a travel violation called against Stewart, as Labette County didn't look very prepared there for a man-to-man press.
Yeah, she wasn't even pressured. She just got, I think, kind of in a hurry. A little intimidated right off the bat here by this press.
Ball inbounded to Beth as she'll bring it across. Guarded by Stewart. Now Labette County switches into man-to-man defense. Screen set for Beth. She'll look to drive. Great help defense there by Sorrell.
Yeah, it was.
As now Beth will dribble back up, and that whole situation was set up for Beth trying to get a foot in the lane.
Yep, I heard the coaches down there yell something. I think they knew something was coming.
Ball swung over to Stewart of the Tigers. Guarded by Brandon. She'll look to drive on Brandon, and a push called against Labette County. We'll see who they get it on.
I don't know, Shelby maybe?
As it is on number 42, Madison Brandon, her first personal foul. Make that 3 team fouls against the Lady Grizzlies here in the first quarter. Ball into the corner, now to Lyons. She'll swing it back up, trying to get Beth open are the Tigers, and she'll look to drive now, kick it back out to Lyons. Pryor going the different direction. Loose balls fought for. Jump ball called as Carson Stewart was the first one on the deck hustling after the loose ball. Held ball stays with the Tigers as now Abby Ryan will check in, replacing Carson Stewart, as well as Madison Hayward, number 44, will replace Madison Brandon, number 42.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These subs that come in just really aren't giving them a breather, the people they take out. I mean, they are, but they're really good at the same time. Yeah. So they're really not letting up on the Tigers by putting subs in.
Beth swings the ball over to Lyons. Lyons guarded by Sorrell, now up top to Altick. Altick will give the ball back to Beth, guarded by Ryan. Tigers moving it left to right, trying to get some motion going. Now they'll give it to Stewart, looking to drive. She'll put up a running floater and banks it in. Lead cut to 7 for the Lady Grizzlies as now they'll kick it across court. 6 seconds on the clock. Hayward with the ball. She'll go inside to Meyer. Ball out of bounds. Stays with Labette County. 2.6 seconds on the clock as Coach Schneider signals in the play, and Lauren Forbes will set to inbound it here.
Think they're going to set screens and try and hit a 3?
Goes to Hayward in the corner. Hayward will launch the 3. It is wide right. Rebound Fort Scott as that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, it is your Lady Grizzlies 14 and the Fort Scott Tigers 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KLKC.
Hi, it's Brian at Bowen Pharmacy. Today I want to visit with you about the flu shot. It's that time of the year, and at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we have. Did you know that most insurances pay 100% of your flu shot? That makes it $0, no out-of-pocket expense to you. If you want your flu shot and you want us to do it, please come see us, and we'd be more than happy to always take care of you and your family, where your family comes first at Bowen Pharmacy.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time.
That spells fast.
Better call 911. At Strokes First Sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency.
Start of the second half, Carson Stewart setting to inbound for the Grizzlies. Has the ball tipped out of bounds by Kyra Pryor. Now the ball inbounded once again to Madison Brandon. As Brandon will bring it up for the Lady Grizzlies. She'll kick it to the corner to Abby Ryan. As Ryan looks to drive baseline. She'll bring it back out now and dump it into Anna Dean. Dean goes up and scores it. Anna Dean, 4 points here early. And Jack, that's a good sign for the Lady Grizzlies as they're starting to get her more involved, unlike it's been here early in the season.
Yeah, and that was more of an aggressive and strong play from her. She was swamped by a couple people, so I'd love to see that.
Lady Grizzlies back into what looks to be the 1-2-2 zone that they started out in to start this game, as it is Stewart for the Lions with the ball, guarded by Ryan, as they'll swing it now into the corner to Altick. Altick will kick it back up to the top of the key. Fort Scott moving left to right as they'll have 5 out, no post players, so a lot of passing and cutting against this zone for the Tigers. as the Tigers, this will be the first time, Jack, the Grizzlies are facing somebody that doesn't have a true post.
That is true.
As that is Pryor that launches a three. It's no good. Rebound chased down by Beth of the Tigers as they'll set it up once again. Beth will launch the three now, and it is long, no good. Rebound cleared by Stewart of Labette County. As Brandon now bring it across the timeline. She'll kick it to the corner. Dean now immediately inside to Stice. Stice goes up strong. No good. Rebound by Brandon. Brandon will go up. No good. Rebound by Stice. Kick out to Ryan. Ryan will launch it. Foot on the line. It is a long two for Abby Ryan as the Grizzlies extend their lead to 18-7 here right at the beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah, they're really dominating the paint right now. That shot came from outside the paint, but they got 2 or 3 offensive rebounds and a nice kick out.
Labette County still in a 1-2-2 press as now it's Beth with the ball at the center court circle. Standing on the Tiger paw as now they'll kick it over to Altick. Altick into the corner now as it's Pryor launching the three. It is no good. Rebound cleared by Sydney Stice of Labette County. Labette County looking to push the tempo as they'll go quickly down to Brandon in the corner looking into Dean. Dean has the ball guarded by Beth. Foul on Beth of the Tigers because she could not get post position to guard Anna Dean.
Yeah, there was a mismatch there, and Anna knew it, and she put her hand up, ball. So, yeah, that was nice read there by Brandon, feeding her the ball on the mismatch.
2 new subs for the Lady Tigers as Harmony Shaw will come back into the game, along with number 44, Kinsley Whitehead, the senior. Brandon set to inbound, gives the ball to Stice at the free throw line. Stice looks to drive with the power move in for the layup. Sydney Stice making her presence known here early in this one too.
Yeah, you like to see a player like her, a post player that is, make a move off the dribble.
As Beth has the ball now coming up to the half-court line. As she'll get it across, now she'll have to pick up her dribble as she about lost it. Guarded by Ryan as they'll get it over to Shaw now. Shaw guarded by Stice as Labette County switched into man-to-man. Now they'll switch it back out and go into a 3-2 zone.
I like it.
It's a lot of different looks for the Grizzlies are given right now.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a 3-2. It falls into a 2-3 as we see Stewart fall all the way down.
Yeah.
And now it comes all the way back into a 1-2-2 because Stewart's coming all the way up to point the ball. You talking about confusing defense to play against.
Oh, man, yeah, no kidding.
Ryan with the ball now. Or not Ryan, sorry, Ryan guarding the ball as Pryor had it. And now she'll kick it to Beth. Beth will launch the three. It is no good. Air ball. Rebound chased down by Whitehead as she knocks it out of bounds. It will be Lady Grizzly basketball as we'll see Lauren Forbes checking in for Carson Stewart and Elsie Sorrell replacing Anna Dean.
That was a really good look there from Beth. Had her feet set, caught the ball, nobody on her. It happens.
As Stice with the ball, she'll get to Sorrell. Sorrell look to attack Whitehead. She goes with the crossover and the layup and one. Elsie Sorrell headed to the line for a good old-fashioned 3-point play.
Man, what a move. Caught it at the top of the key, dribbles to the elbow, crosses over with the left.
With the left,
with the left.
So Sorrell will head to the line as that's the first foul on Kinsley Whitehead. Third team foul on Fort Scott. Sorrell completes the 3-point play as Labette County leads 23-7. Labette County right back in their 1-2-2 press.
Nice.
Tip pass by Ryan. Loose ball picked up by Beth of the Tigers. Still haven't got it across the timeline. Now they do. Into the corner to Altick. Altick looking to drive. Great defense there by Stice. They'll say off of Labette County. Stays with the Tigers.
I don't know if either ref saw who it went out on. They both
They'll
looked
kind
at
of look at each other. Yeah. That point, scoreboard, they're going to take the team that's down. Rebound off the missed shot, controlled by Stice, as it's Ryan bringing the ball up the floor now for the Lady Grizzlies as they'll kick it to the corner to Sorrell. Sorrell tiptoes the line and stays in. Inside to Stice. Stice scores. What about the post play right there from Stice, getting position on Shaw of the Tigers?
That's the third time they've done that now. They go skip past the half court, skip past a corner, and immediately throw to the postman who's got position.
Long pass from Pryor, turnover Tigers. Labette County ball leading by 18 here only halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, that's definitely a drawn-up fast break play because it's been way too X's and O's for it not to be. It's been perfect every time.
Ryan with ball kicks it to Forbes in the corner. Forbes looking to drill. She'll drive baseline now. Stop, give it to Sorrell. Sorrell will dump into the middle. She goes up and is blocked. Rebound by Forbes. Still a loose ball controlled by the Tigers. Bringing it up for Tigers is Pryor. She gets a screen from her teammate, and now they'll give it over to Altick. Altick back to Pryor now as they'll swing it back up to Beth at the top of the key. As Stewart and Dean are set to check in. Next dead ball stolen away there on the pass from Beth by Stice. Labette County coming quickly back the other way as it's to Forbes in the corner. Fort Scott in man-to-man now. As Forbes gets the ball to Stice at top key, they'll go inside to Sorrell. Sorrell dumps it off to Brandon. Brandon goes up and is fouled by number 11, Abby Altick. So Labette County not dominating this game on the outside. They're making a statement, hey, we haven't been good in the post the first few games. We know how to play post basketball.
Exactly. You're exactly right. That's something we've begged them to do for games now, and they showed hints of it against Chanute and have really gone all out here tonight, which Fort Scott doesn't have, like a Shonifer that Chanute had, and there were a couple other 6'2", 6'3" girls that gave us fits, but nobody really for Fort Scott has answered.
As Brandon's first free throw is up, and it is good. As Stewart and Dean check in for Lady Grizzlies. Next free throw is short. Rebound by Shaw of the Tigers. Labette County Lady Grizzlies leading this game 26-7 with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Driving is Beth, puts up a running hectic shot. Rebound by Sorrell. And Stewart now kicks it up the floor now to Ryan as Ryan brings it across the timeline. Dean immediately fighting for post positions. They'll get it over to Brandon. Brandon dumps it to the corner towards Sorrell. Sorrell, nobody. Gardner goes up for the layup and is fouled by number 24, Harmony Shaw. Make that 5 team fouls against the Lady Tigers, as that is Shaw's first personal foul. Sorrell will have 2 shots now. As the first one is up, wide right, no good. And here comes Madison Hayward checking in for Madison Brannon.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are just getting right underneath the basket at will. Whether they make it or not, they're getting fouled.
Sorrell's second shot is up, and it is good. Labette County now leading by 20 with 2:45 remaining in the half. 1-2-2 press still from Labette County. As they skip it backside now are the Tigers. They'll get it down low to Hardesty, and a loose ball, jump ball called by the far official. Possession, Labette County, as Madison Hayward was the first on the deck for the Lady Grizzlies.
Yeah, she decked out for it, which is something that you have to, mention. I mean, that's hard play. She could have done the easy thing and let her defender pick it up.
As Madison Hayward has the ball now, swings it over to Ryan. Down screen set by Labette County. Fort Scott's in man-to-man, a wild pass from Ryan off of Labette County. Fort Scott basketball, 2:22 remaining.
I know the kid that ball hit. That kind of made it funny for me.
Foul called by the back official as they have a foul on number 14. Who's number 14? Do you mean someone else?
Maybe 44? Or no? That's all I can think of. Only thing with the 4 in it on the court.
That's what I'm thinking. He's going to call on Madison Hayward, as we'll wait to see. It is number 44, Madison Hayward, her first personal. Labette County's 4th team foul, as Fort Scott will inbound the ball, as it's Beth now standing on the Tiger print at center court. 27-7 our score. All Lady Grizzlies here in the first half, as Shaw has the ball looking inside, guarded by Forbes. Labette County in a 3-2 zone, as it's Beth with the basketball now looking to penetrate. She'll kick it back out to Shaw. 5 out for the Tigers. No post players in the game, as they'll swing it around the outside to Beth. Beth backing it out now as Tigers change sets. Now 2 high posts, 4 across from the free throw line, with Beth being at the top, as now they swing it to Williams at the top of the key as they screen down for Beth. And now Beth with the ball looking to drive. She'll pull up from 3, and it is no good. Rebound fought for, batted around, and they will say Labette County basketball. Off of all that tipping around, nobody wanted to grab it. Labette County will have possession now, as Fort Scott picks up a little full court man-to-man pressure, as it'll be Hayward bringing the ball up for the Lady Grizzlies.
Fort Scott's had the ball for 30, 40 seconds there on that possession. They've had it a lot when they do have the ball.
They've had it a lot in the first half, being patient. As Sorrell with the ball at the high post, she'll look to drive. She goes in and scores, and one, as she'll head to the line for another old-fashioned 3-point play as they get that foul on number 20, Addie Williams. That will be her first personal foul and the 6th team foul against the Lady Tigers. As Sorrell's old-fashioned 3-point play is completed on the free throw, Lady Grizzlies 30, Fort Scott Tigers 7. Fort Scott still seems to have a little bit of issue with this full court press, or even a 3-quarter court press from Labette County. As they get the trap in the corner, Beth loses the ball, loose ball on the deck as they get back to Beth. Almost a travel, it looked like, when she stood up.
Yeah.
As she looks to drive, she's still going in between everybody, and a foul called on the floor. Be white ball out of bounds as they get on number 10, Carson Stewart, as that is the 6th team foul against Labette County and the 2nd personal foul against Carson Stewart. As Beth kicks the ball to the corner to Pryor. Pryor will launch the 3, no good. Rebound fought for. They're going to get Lauren Forbes, I believe, with the foul as she charged in there trying to get a rebound.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, that probably is a foul. I mean, and he called it, but you're just trying to make a play on the ball and run into her.
As there is a foul on Lauren Forbes. That's team foul number 6 on Labette County, and that is Forbes' first personal foul. Fort Scott gets the ball in now as it is Hartsty as she'll kick it up top to Beth. Beth now swings it over to Pryor. Now up top to Williams. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Abby Ryan. 32 seconds remaining in this half. Let's pause real quick for station identification. Madison Brandon returns to the game for the Lady Grizzlies with 30 seconds remaining in the half as it's Pryor with the ball in the near wing. Labette County now in a 2-3 zone.
Man, they've run a 3-2
ton
man.
of different defenses.
It's worked.
It has. It's got these Tigers held to 7 points in the half.
Yeah, they haven't
ball
scored.
Went inside, taken away by Brandon. Labette County with the ball. 8 seconds on the clock as they'll kick it up the floor to Dean. Dean looking inside to Sorrell. Sorrell will go in. She puts up the shot. Foul is called as Sorrell will head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, she's really making moves off of the dribble.
You think they told her to be a little bit more aggressive this game?
It looks like it. I mean, she has been.
She's taking more shots tonight than we've seen her take here pretty much the whole season. First free throw is up. It's no good. 2.5 seconds remaining in the half. Labette County Lady Grizzlies 30, the Lady Tigers 7.
Fort Scott scoreless in the second quarter so far.
Second shot from Sorrell is up, and it's good. As here come the Tigers. Clock started under 2 seconds. Still full court pressure. And whistle. Weird scenario there at the end of the game, but it's the end of the half. Your Lady Grizzlies 31 and the Fort Scott Tigers 7. We'll be back in 60 seconds with your halftime stats. the Lady Tigers, and Beth will be the one to bring it across the timeline. Here we go for the second half as Lady Grizzlies come out once again in a 1-2-2 zone. Beth with the ball. They move it left to right. Now it's Schaub. Now back to Beth. Beth fakes the pass to the corner. Now give it to Pryor. High arcing pass back to Beth. Stewart right there. Skip pass back into the middle of the zone. Near jump ball. Loose ball on the deck. Taken away by Lions, and a foul. 2 shots to come for Lions, and the foul will go on number 34, Sydney Stice, as that is the first team foul in Labette County and the first personal against Stice. First shot from Lions is up, and it's no good.
I'm curious to see what Fort Scott changes on the other hand, because they can't keep doing what they've been doing. It hasn't really worked. So
second shot from Lions is up, and it's good, as now Fort Scott comes out in a full court pressure of their own and what looks to be a 2-2-1 press versus a 1-2-2. Pass to the middle to Stice, skip backside to Ryan, into Stewart in the post, off Stewart's hand, save.
Oh, what a hustle.
Great save there by Stewart, controlled by Ryan. They'll swing it back up to Brandon. Brandon now picks up her dribble and skips it backside to Ryan. Brandon now with the ball, swings it to Stice at the top of the key. Ball moving from left to right for the Grizzlies, as Labette County has the ball in front of their own bench for this half on the offensive side. Ryan with the ball in the corners. They'll look to get into Dean. Poked out of bounds off of Williams. Ball stays with Labette County.
Yeah, and Carson Stewart had a 3 if she wanted to take it right here. Beth was playing off of her, so I wonder if Coach Schneider didn't say something.
Dive right in the middle to Stice. Great play design there by Coach Schneider. And Labette County right back into their 1-2-2 press against these Tigers.
That was really nice. It'd be hard to draw up a really good inbounds that works every time.
I know, I'm learning something here right now, just watching. Ball going up the sideline, pushed by Brandon, as Brandon needed to get her foot to the sideline and cut it off, but picks up the foul, as that will be the second team foul against Labette County and the second personal foul against Brandon. Ball inbounded to Beth. Labette County in 1-2-2. Ball to the corner to Pryor. Now going inside are the Lady Tigers, as it's Williams with the ball looking to score, surrounded by Stice and Dean, which is stolen away by Labette County, as it's Stewart pushing the pace for the Grizzlies. Ball quickly to the corner and inside to Dean, and Dean draws the foul on Shaw immediately, as it goes on 24. Harmony Shaw, Tigers' first team foul, second personal foul. Ball inbounded to Stice. Stice looking backside to Ryan. Ryan will launch the 3. It banks almost home, but it rolls out. Near steal there by Stice, coming back inbounds, as Beth has the ball for the Lady Tigers, pushing the pace. Picked up by Ryan. Labette County still in what now is a 2-3. As they swing the ball to the corner of the Tigers. Now back to Shaw on the left wing. Now up top to Beth, as she'll look to drive. Picked up nicely there by Ryan. Ball to the corner to Pryor.
Yeah, Ryan does a good job, doesn't she?
She's quick on her feet, her and Forbes. Ball goes inside to Williams, poked away by Stice. Tigers basketball underneath their own rim.
Yeah, they're dominating the paint on the other end too, or on the defensive end, I mean, so they're just a lot bigger.
Quickly checking in now is Elsie Sewell, replacing Sydney Stice. As we talked about the bench of Labette County, the bench has stepped up here tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. At our next breaker at the end of this quarter, I'll look at bench points because, yeah, they haven't been bad at all.
As Beth has the ball now, top of the key, swinging from left to right are the Tigers. As Labette County back into a 2-3 zone,
nice
stealing away there by Ryan, as Ryan looks to push the pace. She puts up the layup and is fouled by Harmony Shaw on the arm. Make that 3 personal fouls against Shaw and 3 team fouls against the Tigers.
Yeah, Grizzlies have 13 bench points. Yeah, that's pretty good, really.
It is. As the first shot from Ryan is up, it's good. Let's pause for station identification here on KLKC. Maya Stewart checking into the ball game for the Lady Tigers, replacing Harmony Shaw, as Ryan steps to the line for her second free throw. As it is up, it is short. Rebound chased down by Beth of the Tigers. as the Lady Tigers are looking to push the pace now. As she'll back it back out. Great defense by Ryan to cut her off. As Ryan's just fundamentally sound, keeping her head on the ball. As now Beth finds a lane to drive, stolen away by the Lady Grizzlies. As it's Brandon now going coast to coast, lays it up and in. Lady Grizzlies now up by 28, not even halfway through this third quarter.
Yeah, and those types of layups are hard to make because you have to go fast to outrun your defender. Then you have to slow down, and then they catch up. It's kind of hectic.
Trap in the corner by the Lady Grizzlies. Timeout, Fort Scott. We'll take it with them as we'll wait to see what they signal as it's timeout, 30 seconds here on KLKC.
When Derek was in 6th grade, he hurt his knee, and it bothered him, but not until really last year after he played in a tournament, and we decided to make him an appointment. He had a torn meniscus.
I was the most impressed how fast Dr. Meister was able to schedule me in and be able to repair my knee as fast as he did. As soon as I got to therapy, I knew it was going to be a quick recovery. After a 30-minute surgery in 5 months, I'm back to 100% playing sports.
In the third quarter, it's all Lady Grizzlies, 36-8 as Fort Scott inbounds the ball, and it'll be Beth as Labette County now switches to a 3-2 zone. Fort Scott has 4 guards out, 1 post in, as Lyons is the post in the game right now for the Lady Tigers. Ball now into the corner to Stewart of the Tigers. Swung back outside to Pryor. Pryor back to Stewart, looking inside. Stolen away by Dean, and a foul called on Stewart as she tried to grab the basketball and grab the arm of Anna Dean.
And Anna's been pressuring the ball pretty well here in the second half. Got a hand on it down in the paint earlier and just stole it away there.
Brandon gives it to Dean. Now Dean will swing it backside to Ryan as Ryan into the corner to Sorrell. Looking for the post up of Dean. Out of bounds off of Labette County. And now Labette County will switch to a 2-2-1 full court press out of their 3-quarter court.
Snyder's been working on the clipboard.
As they continue to bring the ball up the floor. As the Tigers get it across and they're immediately trapped. Long pass, nearly stolen away. It is stolen away by Stewart. Kicked up the floor to Brandon, thrown away and taken away by Beth of the Tigers.
That's back-to-back turnovers by the Grizzlies. I don't even know if they had more than 2 in the first half.
I don't think they did if you try to think real hard. As Pryor's wide open, she doesn't shoot the 3. She looks to go inside to Williams as they'll kick it outside now to Stewart. Now back inside to Williams. Williams looks to work on Dean, gets the shot up, and a foul called against Anna Dean as Williams will head to the line for the Lady Tigers.
After she caught it down there, she's like, okay, what do I do with it now? Because, you know, mentally they're probably like, man, we can't score in the paint, but made a nice move there and drew the foul.
2 personal fouls against Anna Dean as Shelby Meyer will check into the game for the Lady Grizzlies, replacing Anna Dean. And now number 44 for the Tigers, Kinsley Whitehead, will replace the shooter on the next dead ball. So Williams will check out at the next dead ball for the Lady Tigers. Williams' second shot is up. No iron drawn. And so Whitehead will officially check in for her. Fort Scott checks into their 2-2-1 full court press as it'll be Ryan to inbound the ball for the Lady Grizzlies. Backside skip pass to Stewart. Stewart now gives it to the middle to Meyer. Now down the floor to Sorrell. Sorrell gives it up to Stewart. Layup for the Lady Grizzlies, and Coach Snyder likes that as now the Lady Grizzlies are back into a 1-2-2.
That was picture perfect. Nobody dribbled.
Not one dribble there on that possession for the Lady Grizzlies as Whitehead has the ball now for the Lady Tigers, and she'll give it up to Beth. So out of the 1-2-2, they fall into a 3-2 zone. I think if I'm the Tigers, I'm getting real tired of seeing so many different defenses. As Beth launches the 3, no good. Rebound tracked down by Lyons as Beth gets it right back now from Lyons. Guarded by Stewart. Now they'll skip to the corner to Pryor. Pryor back out top to Beth. Beth will fake it and drive. Puts up a shot from the free throw line. No good. Rebound by Lyons, and she'll go up and draw the foul, as that will be 4 team fouls here on Labette County in the third quarter, as that foul is called on Shelby Meyer. and that will be her first personal foul. First shot from Lions is up, and it's no good. Checking into the ballgame for the Lady Grizzlies will be Hayward and Forbes, replacing Ryan and Stewart.
I think Coach Steps told his team to get the ball inside because they've already drawn a lot more fouls and been more aggressive than they were in the first half.
Second shot from Lions is up, and it's good. Checking back into the game for the Tigers will be Altick, replacing Lions. 38-9 our score here with 2:45 remaining in the third quarter as Labette County looks to break.
Good job again.
This 2-2-1 press, and they get it inside to Meyer. Meyer puts it up, draws the foul on Whitehead, and completes the basket. Shelby Meyer will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That was pretty. That's a play I refer to a lot. She caught it, turned, took a power step, and banked it in.
As Meyer's free throw is up, rims out, rebound by Whitehead of the Tigers, and Beth will bring it up the floor now as Labette County switches into a man-to-man defense. As it is Beth, guarded by Forbes, and now they'll swing it over to Pryor. Pryor now back with the basketball, goes inside to Whitehead. Whitehead turns and spins up on Meyer, kicks it back out to Pryor. No motion happening right now for the Tigers as they're just trying to readjust all these different defenses. As Beth drives, puts up a hectic shot, rebound by Meyer of Labette County, and here come the Grizzlies once again, leading 40-9. Ball to the corner to Soros. She'll kick it up to Lauren Forbes. Forbes now up to the top key to Meyer, now backside to Hayward. Now looking into the post are the Grizzlies, knocked out of bounds by Whitehead of the Tigers. Labette County basketball underneath their own goal as Sydney Stice will replace Meyer now here at the 1:45 mark in the third quarter.
Have the Grizzlies shot a three here in the third quarter?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan shot
okay,
one. Ryan shot one.
If she was, okay, yeah.
As Stice checks immediately into the game, puts up a shot from the free throw line and connects. Labette County's now back into a 1-2-2 press out of their man-to-man.
She made one of those at Chanute from that same spot, banked it in actually, and I said I'd like to see her shoot it more. She's 1 for 1 from that spot tonight.
As ball on the deck, Forbes was trying to get it, and she gets called for the foul. Great hustle there by Lauren Forbes. As we're going to see yet another sub coming into the game for the Lady Grizzlies. This time it will be number 31, Madison Sprague, the 5'10 senior, replacing number 42, Madison Brannon.
Yeah, have we seen Sprague this year?
We have not. So first varsity action for Sprague so far, unless she played in the games that we weren't broadcasting.
Right.
As now they get the ball to Pryor of the Tigers, and off the hands of Altick, turnover Tigers, and the Tigers will get into their 2-2-1 press. Ball to the middle to Stice, backside to Forbes. Forbes will bring it across the timeline as she will swing it over to Hayward at the top of the key. Hayward now back to Forbes. Lauren thought about three, takes one dribble, backs it out, knocked out of her hands, so she gets to dribble. And now it's to Stice. Now over to Hayward as Stice dives. They give it in to her. She kicks it to Hayward in the corner for three. It is good. Madison Hayward from downtown.
That's a nice job by Stice. She thought about shooting and it would have been a force. So a nice decision on the kick to the corner.
As Beth brings it across for the Lady Tigers, Labette County in a 3-2 zone with trapping. They're in some type of zone that moves from a 1-2 to a 3-2 real quick. As now Whitehead has the ball, skips it backside to Beth. Beth will launch a three of her own. No good. Rebound by Sorrell of Labette County. And here come the Lady Grizzlies leading 45-9. As Forbes has the ball, dumps it into Stice. As Stice is fouled before the shot, so it'll be out of bounds. Labette County as they get the foul on number 5, Ella Beth. 5 team fouls against the Tigers. 2 personal fouls against Beth. As Pryor will check out and Hardesty will check in. Stice with the ball goes up as they call a travel before the shot. And so turnover Labette County here with 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball swung to Hardesty, now backside to Beth. Labette County still in a 1-2-2 press as Lauren Forbes is trying to get the ball. Great defense there by Forbes as now it is Hardesty. She puts up the shot at the buzzer, goes around every side of the rim and out. So at the end of 3, it is your Lady Grizzlies 45 and the Lady Tigers 9. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KLKC.
Couldn't work as long as I wanted to, you know. I'm getting older and my knee would start hurting and I'd have to quit. It wouldn't hurt much if you didn't do anything, but I don't want to not do anything. So I went to see Dr. Mosier and determined we needed to do a knee replacement. They work like a well-oiled machine. All you have to do is be there and do what they say and everything goes great. Simple as falling off a rock. It was just 10 weeks ago that I had my surgery, and this morning I rode 3 miles on my bicycle and it felt real good.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you, we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
Stewart, Dean, Ryan, Brannon, and Sprague on the floor for the Lady Grizzlies. Sprague has the basketball. She'll kick it back up top now to Ryan. Poked away by Beth, out of bounds off the Tigers. It will stay with Labette County.
Yeah, Dean got smoked in the back. Her defender ran into her, and they're kind of shared a laugh about it. Got hit hard.
As Sprague brings the ball up for Labette County, she'll kick it over to Stewart now instead of cross screen. Now inside to Dean. Dean misses the 2-footer, rebounded by Williams of the Tigers as the Tigers look to push the tempo here, trailing 45-9. And a pass stolen away by Dean as she's being chased down by Shaw. She'll give it up to Ryan and poked out of bounds off of the Tigers, number 15, Kinsey Hardesty. And
Clock's
Sprague,
running now.
It is a running clock here, so mercy rule in effect once they go over a 30-point difference. And Sprague will inbound it for Labette County and lob it in to Brandon, who will give it immediately down to Dean. Dean will go up, miss, rebound Sprague. Sprague will go up and score. Madison Sprague gets her first 2 points on the season. As Labette County still stays in this 1-2-2 press. So Coach Schneider not wanting to give up any momentum that they've been trying to gain over the last few games.
Nice move.
Great move by Ella Beth and lays it in. 47-11 here. The score is Ryan will kick it up the floor to the corner to Dean. Dean back to Ryan now as Labette County pull out. Sprague will launch the 3, just short. Rebound by Shaw of the Tigers.
Sprague can shoot the ball.
She can.
Yeah.
As a mental mistake there by Beth of the Tigers as she dribbles the ball out of bounds coming up the sideline. Turnover Tigers, Labette County basketball.
Yeah, and Beth, that layup gives her just 4 points on the night. First basket since the first quarter. Surprise there, really.
It really is. As Sprague has the ball, Labette County in 4 down, 1 up offense as they'll give it to
nice pass.
Stewart, who lobs it in to Dean. Dean goes up and is blocked, comes down with it. Goes back up strong and is fouled. So Anna Dean will head to the line for 2 shots. As the foul will go on number 20, Addie Williams. Make that team foul number 6 against the Tigers, and the second personal foul against Williams. First shot from Dean is up, and it is good. Labette County continuing to stretch this lead, 48-11. Dean's second shot is up, and it is good.
I feel like they've shot a lot better free throws tonight than they have been.
As Labette County falls all the way back into a 1-2-2 press. As they'll swing across around the corners now are the Tigers. As at the next dead ball, it will be Jasmine Perez and Claire Carnahan checking in for Lady Grizzlies now as Ryan steals the ball going coast to coast, lays it up and in. Great finish there from Abby Ryan.
That's another one of those layups that is not easy, and that one was tougher than Brandon's earlier. She was swamped there, Ryan was.
As now it is Hardesty with the ball, swings it backside to Beth. as Beth will give it up to Hardesty once again. Beth will launch a three. It is short. Rebound by Sprague of the Grizzlies as she looks to push the tempo now. As she'll pull it up and drop it in to Dean. Dean will do a post move and score. Timeout, Labette County. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Hi, it's Brian at Bowen Pharmacy. Today I want to visit with you about the flu shot. It's that time of the year, and at Bowen Pharmacy and Bowen Pharmacy South, we have. Did you know that most insurances pay 100% of your flu shot? That makes it $0, no out-of-pocket expense to you. If you want your flu shot and you want us to do it, please come see us, and we'd be more than happy to always take care of you and your family, where your family comes first at Bowen Pharmacy.
(53-11). All Lady Grizzlies is now on the floor for the Lady Grizzlies. Coach Snyder empties her bench as it's Sprague, Carnahan, Perez, Paige Schomburg will check in the game, and Shelby Meyer.
Every single Lady Grizzly tonight has gotten in the game, and 9 of them have scored.
Stolen away there by Sprague as she steps out of bounds trying to pick up the ball. And turnover on Labette County. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. As checking for the Tigers, it will be number 23, Taryn Farley. Number 10, Maya Stewart will re-enter the game, along with number 44, Kinsley Whitehead. As Stewart steps up to inbound the ball and gives it to Beth of the Tigers. 3:23 remaining. Clock is running here in Fort Scott as Pryor launches a three from the corner. It is short. Rebound, Jasmine Perez of Labette County.
And Pryor holds her team's only three-pointer of the night.
As Pryor picks up the full court pressure, foul against Pryor for the body. So Jasmine Perez will go to the line for the 1-and-1 as that is 7 team fouls against the Tigers. Make that Pryor's first personal foul of the contest.
Perez, one of those players we're going to see a lot of here in the next 3 years, especially whenever she's a junior and senior.
High skill set for this young lady as the first shot is up. It is good. Left-handed stroke from Perez. As clock is winding now, under 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The second shot from Perez is up, no good. Rebound by Perez as she grabs her own board and kicks it back up to Sprague as it's just off Sprague's fingertips. And it is turnover, Labette County on the backcourt violation.
Yeah, they haven't turned the ball over very much tonight. They've done a good job with ball control, which has been an issue for the LCHS basketball programs in general.
As Beth has the basketball, Sprague will inch out Labette County now in man-to-man defense. So still continuing to switch it up even though it's at the end of the game. As Stewart for the Tigers has the ball, tries to make the pass, drags the pivot foot, turnover. Tigers, as you just tell, the Tigers are really frustrated right now with how this game's going. As Madison Hayward checks in, replacing Shelby Meyer. So on the floor now for the Grizzlies, Carnahan, Hayward, Sprague, Perez, and Schomburg. Inbound the ball to Perez as she'll bring it up and kick it over to Carnahan. Carnahan up top to Schomburg, now to Perez, now backside to Hayward, moving in and out are the Lady Grizzlies. They'll get to Sprague at top key. She'll pull up from the free throw line. No good. Rebound Carnahan. She goes up and is blocked. Stolen away by Perez, though, as the Tigers came down with the rebound. And now Carnahan at the short corner. Schomburg will go up and is fouled. So Schomburg will head to the line for 2 shots off the post move.
And Perez has 2 offensive rebounds, and 1 was off of her own miss.
She's pretty quick.
Yeah, she is quick.
As Schomburg will step to the line, we're under 1 minute here to go in this ball game. As the shot is up, and it is good. Smooth-looking shot there from Paige Schomburg. As Schomburg is a junior, 5'9" junior. Second shot is up, and it is short. Rebound by Whitehead of the Tigers. So under 30 seconds now, it's all Labette County, 55-11. And an errant pass there from Hardesty, thinking that Stewart was going to cut back door. So Labette County will at least have one more possession here with 23 seconds remaining. as Perez brings the ball across half court. She'll swing it to the corner to Carnahan. Carnahan looks into Sprague, now up top to Schomburg. Sprague gets the pass and kicks it out to Perez, now backside to Hayward. Hayward goes inside to Schomburg, and turnover out on the entry pass by the Grizzlies as it is tipped and deflected. And Schomburg will launch her shot from half court, no good.
Coach Snyder laughed about that one.
It's all Lady Grizzlies here tonight. The final score, Lady Grizzlies 55 and the Lady Tigers 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KLKC. So there you have it, the starting lineups. One change as Brown will not start tonight, and it'll be number 12, the 6'3 senior, Drew Rhodes, in the starting lineup for the Tigers. So instead it will be Guilfoyle, Potawatomi, Rhodes, Horton, and Delatorre, and remains the same for your Grizzlies. It will be Falkenstein, Heston, Carnahan, Brock, and Smith. Here we go, Jack. Round 2 of SEK action. Both teams looking for their first win in SEK League play.
Yeah, and I just now realized who that Padlawani kid was. I remember playing him in JV, and he's grown a lot, and he is pretty good. He's quick and can shoot the ball. I didn't know who that was, so I'm just kind of thinking out loud right now. But I'm curious, not much in practice, but I don't know if you get out maybe up 2-0, 4-0. I know that's not much. Do you press off of a made basket?
I think with the lineup and the situations you're in with lack of height, you've got to press here tonight if you're the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
So jumping for the Grizzlies, it will be number 24, Nathan Smith, and he'll be tipping against number 21, CJ Horton of the Tigers. Labette County sporting their road reds, and the Tigers in their home whites and red trim. As the officials at center court, the jump ball is up, controlled by Horton. As it is Potawatomi bringing the ball across for the Tigers, and he'll kick it over to number 12, Rhodes. A lot of cutting for the Tigers as Labette County comes out man-to-man, and it's Potawatomi taking Falkenstein off the dribble. Potawatomi was mad he didn't finish, but he will head to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, he got off the dribble really quick there. Luke just kind of stood still for a second.
As I heard the announcer say his name, it's Pitlawani.
Pitlawani. Okay, that's easier.
Pitlawani. That is easier than what it looks like spelling-wise. First shot from him is no good. Second shot is up, and it is good. Fort Scott up to 1-0 lead as Falkenstein will bring the ball up for Labette County. As Fort Scott will be in man-to-man defense here to start as he gets it to Heston on the wing. Kicks it over to Carnahan at the top of the key. Down screen set for Labette County as Smith has the ball looking drive baseline as they get Smith for the travel as Rhodes has the defensive assignment, Horton has the defensive assignment on Smith to start this ball game for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to have to be pretty careful. That makes 50 turnovers on the season, so ball control yet again. Got to mention it.
Pitlawani has the ball guarded by Falkenstein, brings it across now. Down screen set for Delatorre as he looks to drive and gives it back up to Rhodes. Rhodes now to Horton. Inside to Rhodes they go, guarded by Brock. Rhodes goes up, no good. Rebound fought for, pulled down by Smith of the Grizzlies as he looks to push the tempo. Picked up by Horton, he pump fakes, goes up, and long and no good. Rebound by Pitlawani as he skies for the rebound. Kick to Horton. Horton pump fakes the 3, picked up by Smith. Drives baseline, stays in bounds, poked out of bounds by Brock as they were trying to get it to Rhodes.
That was a nice job by Nathan. Got him right on the baseline and iced the ball. It couldn't really go anywhere.
As Delatorre will inbound it for the Tigers, as they will throw it deep to Pitlawani. Second foul called on Falkenstein as he had his hands in the chest to Pitlawani. Make that 2 on Falkenstein. That's one thing the Grizzlies don't have. They don't have depth tonight on the bench.
That's exactly right, and foul trouble has been an issue, particularly Nathan recently.
As Ethan Jamison is out tonight sick, and so Falkenstein will stay in the game with 2 fouls here early in this first quarter. 1-0 our score as it's Tigers lead as Horton has the ball and he'll kick it over to Pitlawani, again guarded by Falkenstein. Now into the corner till Guilfoyle. Now back up top to Pitlawani. Ball to the corner, Delatorre immediately inside to Horton, diving his Rhodes as they don't give it to him. Horton waiting for the clear out, kicks to Delatorre. Delatorre launches the 3, leaves it short. Rebound Smith of the Grizzlies as the Grizzlies come back the other way. Quickly to the corner to Heston. They'll kick it out to Falkenstein. Falkenstein will now drive, give it up to Heston. Heston pump fakes the 3, hands it back off to Falkenstein. So a little 2-man game here in the near corner. Yep. Labette County moving from left to right. Long pass picked up by Smith. Kick back side to Carnahan. Carnahan didn't take the 3, and Argenbright was wanting him to. Yeah. As now Falkenstein will drive, pump fake, and put up the shot. Foul called, and Falkenstein will go to the line as the foul is called on number 13, Gavin Pitlawani. Tigers' first personal foul on Pitlawani and first team foul. As the first shot from Falkenstein is up and rolls home. As Labette County is on the board here, 5:52 to go in this first quarter. Shot is up, and it's good from Falkenstein. 2 for Falkenstein here to start this game.
And we've got a first quarter, first half lead. That doesn't happen quite that often.
As Pitlawani has the ball, looks to drive, kicks it out now to Guilfoy. As he'll look to drive, he'll pick up his dribble and give it up to Horton. Horton now pulls up from 3 as Smith chose to go under the screen, misses, rebound. Falkenstein as he'll push the pace. Argerbright signals in the play as Falkenstein has the ball. Smith calling for it, doesn't get it. Down screen set for Heston. Heston fakes a 3, pulls it out, gives it to Smith. Smith pump fakes a 3, and he'll drive on Horton as he loses his dribble. Somehow makes this dribble out of that as the ball was almost flat on the ground.
Looked like he almost picked it up.
As Carnahan gives the ball to Falkenstein on the near wing as they give to Smith now at the top of the key. Or actually at the free throw line. Guarded by Horton.
One-on-ones.
Step back, awkward looking shot, rebound. Scrap for by Smith. He comes out with it.
Good
and
hustle,
a
Nathan.
foul called on Drew Rhodes as he tried to poke it away from Nathan Smith.
Yeah, Nathan caught it in his garden spot area right there, kind of at the elbow free throw line. He likes taking that man one-on-one to the rim.
Falkenstein inbounding the ball as Smith catches at the free throw line and drills the jumper. 4-1 Labette County here with 4:46 halfway through this first quarter.
I know it's just a 3-point lead, but it feels like a lot more than that whenever you've been this Grizzly team this season.
Ball moving from left to right for the Tigers now as it's Delatorre with the basketball and gives it up to Pitlawani. They'll go inside to Horton. It's tipped away by Smith. Great defense there by Smith on Horton of the Tigers.
These are fun matchups. Smith on Horton, Heston on Delatorre, and Luke on Pitlawani. I mean, they're pretty evenly matched. This is fun to watch. I can speak, I promise.
Ball inbounded now to Pitlawani as he'll look to drive on Falkenstein. Foul called. Make that 3 on Falkenstein. Luke Falkenstein called for his 3rd personal foul and 3rd team foul against Labette County, as we will see number 11, Cooper Peak, check in to this ball game, replacing Falkenstein.
I think we're going to see some big minutes from Alex Meister and Cooper Peak tonight, if that keeps going on.
As that's what you've got to expect. You're going to figure out what kind of depth you have tonight for the Grizzlies. As it is Horton with the ball, guarded by Smith. Horton will drive and pull up.
Pretty
no good. Rebound by Brock of the Grizzlies, as Smith will bring it up for Labette County. As he'll look to drive on Horton, he'll kick it out to Carnahan. Carnahan thought about the 3, kicks it over to Heston. As Heston will drive, fake it, trying to find somebody, as Smith will make a passing lane for him. Down screen set for Labette County. Ball over to Heston now. Screen for Brock. Heston will pull up from 3. No shot. Foul on the screen. It will go on Fort Scott's number 10, Keenan Guilfoy.
And that's kind of unfortunate. They fouled, and it took away his 3.
As Argerbright's sitting there like, man, I really wanted that 3 ball. A host of subs for the Tigers, as it will be number 23, Nick King, number 25, Colin Thomas, and number 3, Trey Brown. Ball inbounded to Carnahan. As Carnahan gets a screen from Smith, he'll use it twice, pull up a running floater, and roll it home. Great move from Chase Carnahan as Labette County out to a 6-1 lead here early in this game. Turnover stolen away by Labette County as Carnahan will bring the ball up now and slow down the tempo.
Yeah, this Grizzly bench is like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Ball over to Heston as they'll swing it over to Carnahan, now guarded by Pitlawani. As Smith has the ball, guarded by Horton at the three-point line. Smith will drive baseline, back and back out as double team's coming. Smith loses the handle. Pitlawani on the floor. Trent Brock following in right after him. Jump ball called. It will be Labette County basketball. So great hustle there by Brock to immediately get on the floor for the ball. As Peak will set to inbound it for Labette County. Up screen set on the inbounds. Smith with the ball now in the near corners. He'll swing it up to Carnahan. Carnahan will set up the offense, give the ball to Heston, as Heston will take reign of the point position. Down screen's being set for Heston. Now back up top to Brock as they'll swing it around the perimeter now. As they're looking for Carnahan on the block, and they'll kick it out to Peak. Peak now up top to Heston. Heston setting up a dribble, now kicks it out to Carnahan and cuts. Ball to Smith at the high post. Smith squares up on Horton. He'll dribble it out, hand it off to Trent Brock. Now over to Heston. Heston will launch the three. It is no good. Rebound, C.J. Horton of the Tigers. As Horton will push the tempo and give it up to King. King will miss the layup. Tip in by Trey Brown of the Tigers. As Labette County comes back quickly the other way, as it is Heston with the basketball. So he'll make a spin move and go to the lane. Pull up on the fadeaway. No good. Rebound, Brown of the Tigers, as that's not the shot that Grizzlies wanted there on that possession. As Brown runs the floor, great pass from Pitt Lawani. As Tigers are right back at him, as it is 6-5 now. Labette County 1:44 left in this first quarter.
Man, that was pretty smooth. These subs are pretty good.
Makes you wonder why Brown was in the starting lineup. There's something going on outside of practices or something like that. But now Brock has the ball at the top of the key, guarded by Brown now as they'll swing it over to Heston. Heston with the ball gives it up to Carnahan. Swinging from left to right are the Grizzlies. No motion happening for the Grizzlies right now as Heston has the ball, pulls up from three, and is fouled as King comes flying in from behind trying to get the block. Does not get the ball at all and gets all arm. So Heston will head to the line for 3 free throws, as Coach Argenbright was not wanting that shot there from Heston, but Heston bailed out by the foul. Heston's first of 3 to come here. As the first one is up, it is good. Let's pause real quick for station identification. Heston's second of 3 shots is up, and it is good. Make the score 8-5. Labette County here with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. And his third shot to come. It is up, and it is no good. Rebound by Smith. Job. Smith goes up and misses. Rebound by Thomas of the Tigers as Pitt Lawani looks to push the pace. As they dish it inside, looking for Horton. Tipped out of bounds by Labette County. Ball stays with the Tigers here underneath their own basket.
Man, how many times has Nathan Smith missed that shot?
I'm glad I'm not the only one as a coach that says, hey, make your 2-footers.
Yeah.
Ball up top to Brown now, so he'll swing it over to Thomas. Thomas now to Pitt Lawani. Pitt Lawani will launch the 3, no good. Rebound by Brock, and here comes Cooper Peak for the Grizzlies. So he'll skip it cross court to Carnahan. 56 seconds on the clock, and Carnahan will set up the offense for the Grizzlies.
It'd be big to finish this first quarter with a lead.
As now they swing the ball over to Brock. Brock now to Peak. Peak thought about the 3, didn't shoot it, as they'll kick it over to Nathan Smith. Smith now back to Heston. 34 seconds on the clock.
Argenbright wants 1 shot.
Down screens and side screens being set for the Grizzlies. Ball over to Peak on the far side. Now back up top to Smith. 22 seconds now left in the quarter.
Doing a good job here burning this time. That's not easy.
As now Smith has the ball. Heston will set a side screen for Peak. As Heston will come right back now to the top. 7 seconds now on the clock. Heston will drive on the clean lane. He'll put up the shot, blocked by Brown. Half-court shot from Horton, no good. So at the end of 1, it is Labette County 8 and the Fort Scott Tigers 5. Let's take 60 seconds here on KLKC.
When it comes to choosing the best health care for yourself and your loved ones, there are other hospitals.
And then there's our hospital.
The difference is that while other hospitals will care for you,
we will actually care about you.
Other hospitals make decisions based on what's best for their bottom line,
while we do what's best for our community.
If you're looking for a pretty hospital, they're out there.
But if you're looking for the best hospital, it's here.
And here.
When award-earning care is as close as this,
there's no reason to go anywhere else.
At Labette Health, we center around you.
It could happen any time or place. You feel a tickle in your face. You move your arm feels weak. The words won't come when you're trying to speak. Folks may think it's all a joke, but it ain't no joke, it's a stroke. Face, arm, speech, time.
That spells fast.
Better call 911. At stroke's first sign. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Time means brain, so don't waste time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast. Face, arm, speech, time. Act fast.
In an emergency, take me to Labette Health.
Smith, Carnahan, Brock, and Peak. And for the Tigers, it will be King, Pitlawani, Thomas, Brown, and Rhodes. Ball swung over to the near side to Thomas, guarded by Brock as Tigers have the ball start second quarter. Pitlawani faked the three, and he'll drive. He goes up and is fouled by Carnahan as Carnahan tried to come down and get the ball. And when he came down, he got Pitlawani's arm. And Jack Pitlawani's quick off that dribble.
Quick. That was real nice. Got by two guys and then made Chase foul him.
As Pitlawani is just a junior, so Labette County will get to see him again next season. As his first shot is up, hits every side of the rim, hits the backboard, and goes in. Tigers climb back within two here as it's 8-6 Labette County lead at the start of the second quarter. As his second shot is up, and it is good. Pretty sure he has all but 4 of the points, Jack. He has half of them, doesn't he?
He has 3.
Him and Brown
all
have all
throws.
8. As now as Heston brings the ball up, gives it to Peak. Now they'll give it to Smith at the high post. Smith spins, guarded by Brown. He'll look to attack now, and he'll go up and finish. Basket is good, and Smith will head to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. As the foul goes on number 3, Trey Brown. That's his first personal and Fort Scott's 5th team foul. Smith's shot is up and no good. Rebound by Brown of the Tigers. Labette County leading 10-7 as Pitlawani now has the ball crossing the Tiger logo at center court.
Feels like Smith goes to the line just as much as anybody, but just can't convert all the time.
As Pitlawani swings it over to Brown. Brown will dump it off now to Rhodes. Swing it back up to Pitlawani, guarded by Heston. 4 out, 1 in action here for the Tigers. As Pitlawani at the top of the key kicks it over to Brown, guarded by Smith. He gets a screen from Rhodes. Brown will pull up from the free throw line. No good. Rebound
that's a foul
by Thomas. And Thomas is fouled on the rebound as they will get number 21, Trent Brock, with the foul, as we will see Austin Jones, the senior, check in, replacing Chase Carnahan. And once again, here come 3 more subs for the Tigers, as it is Horton, Delatorre, and Guilfoyle replacing Brown, Pitlawani, and Thomas. 10-7 the score. Labette County leads as Delatorre inbounds the ball to Horton, guarded by Smith. Horton now back down Smith. Post move, puts up the shot, no good. Tips the ball out of bounds off the Tigers. It will be Grizzly basketball now as the Tigers will pick up full court pressure and go to a 2-2-1 press. As Heston has the ball, he'll swing it over to Peak. Peak to the middle to Jones. Backside to Smith. As Smith will look to drive, he'll go up. No good on the layup. Rebound by Horton as he'll push the tempo. Coast to coast he goes and is fouled. So Horton got the rebound, went end to end with the layup, no good, and will head to the line for 2 shots as that foul is on number 5, Eli Heston. His first personal foul, team's 6th foul. And something worth noting here, Jack, if you're just now tuning in, Luke Falkenstein will be out till the third quarter with 3 personal fouls.
Yeah, that's something that I mentioned earlier that's been an issue, and there's 11 team fouls total for both teams, so not quite as clean as the game before this one.
As Horton's second shot is up, and it is good. Pitlawani, short breather, and he will check in for King of the Tigers. 10-9 now the score here in the second quarter as Smith will inbounds. Fort Scott in a 2-2-1 full court press. Swinging from left to right now as they get the ball to Smith up at half court. As they break press, Smith trapped, splits the double team. No foul is called. As Smith has ball, Heston's wide open on the backside. Jumping him down, wanting the ball. Pick the pocket, Pitlawani of Smith. As Smith just standing here dribbling, and Argerbright saying move the ball, and now the Grizzlies will start to move in their motion. 2-1-2 zone now by the Tigers as Smith plays the high post. Jones at the top of the key, kicks it to Peak. Peak will go inside to Brock, now back out to Peak, swinging around, tipped away by Pitlawani, and Pitlawani runs the floor. He'll dump it off. Great pass from Pitlawani to Guilfoyle. Tigers take 11-10 lead, their first lead of this ball game.
That was a really, really nice pass there by Pitlawani. He's pretty dang good.
As Heston with the ball, and timeout, Labette County, 30 seconds. We'll take it with them here on KLKC.
When Derek was in 6th grade, he hurt his knee, and it bothered him, but not until really last year after he played in a tournament, and we decided to make him an appointment. He had a torn meniscus.
I was the most impressed how fast Dr. Meister was able to schedule me in and be able to repair my knee as fast as he did. As soon as I got to therapy, I knew it was going to be a quick recovery. After a 30-minute surgery in 5 months, I'm back to 100% playing sports again.
Austin Jones set to inbound the ball for Labette County. As Andrew Jamison and Chase Carnahan check in for the Grizzlies. So on the floor now it's Heston, Smith, Jones, Carnahan, and Andrew Jamison as brother Ethan is homesick. And Jones will launch a 3. No good. Rebounds, 5-4 off of Fort Scott's Delatorre. Labette County will retain possession, trailing by 1 here at the 5:20 mark in the second quarter.
Up until that shot, Jones was 50% from the three-point line, 1 for 2 on the season.
That's an interesting stat there, Jack.
Yeah, it really is. I got all of them, Will. I got all of them.
Jones fakes